Hello and welcome to Feel Good Fridays with Pastor Kristin. It's coming to you, like I said last week. Last week might be the last time I was outside. Coming to you today from just inside our front door, and I will get to why this is where I am in just a moment. First of all, I wanted to give you a little update on Stephen. I am happy to report that we got his COVID test results today, and his test was negative. Monday was really the only day that he didn't feel good. He's been feeling better every day, and so we are glad for that, and glad that we're going to get back to kind of what normal is these days, whatever normal looks like these days. So I'm glad for that. We really appreciate all of the prayers and the well wishes that you all shared with us this week as we were in that kind of uncertainty of what was going on with him, and so we're grateful for that. We will still gather for worship this week online only, but I plan to be back in the office next Wednesday for porch time, or really more likely just office hours. Time on the porch or outside is probably not likely for a while, but I will be back in the office from 11 to 6 next Wednesday if anyone would like to stop by and visit. And if the weather cooperates, we will gather for outdoor worship on November 1st for our All Saints celebration. This Sunday, however, is Reformation Sunday, the day that we mark Martin Luther's call for reform within the church by nailing those 95 theses to the door of the church. As Lutheran Christians, we recognize that we're always in need of God's reforming of us, and that we also try to be aware of the ways the church needs to continue to reform. But we'll talk more about those specific things on Sunday. But for right now, I want to read for you from Psalm 46. Psalm 46 is one of the lessons that we normally would read on Reformation Sunday. We will not be reading it at All Saints this week because we are reading just 2 of the assigned 4 lessons. And you have to forgive me because I set up out here by the front door and then forgot to grab my Bible. So I'm looking it up on my computer quick to get the Psalm 46 reading. So Psalm 46 is always a part of our Reformation celebrations. It is a familiar psalm. It is why I am standing at my front door. This piece of art that you may recognize was a part of our worship space when we first started with online worship is at our front door, and so I thought I would come to be by that as we talked about Psalm 46 today. So let me grab it here. All right, Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth be moved, and though the mountains shake in the depths of the sea, though its waters rage and foam, and though the mountains tremble with its tumult. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of the city. It shall not be shaken. God shall help it at the break of day. The nations rage and the kingdoms shake. God speaks, and the earth melts away. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. Come now, regard the works of the Lord, what desolation God has brought upon the earth. Behold, the one who makes war to cease in all the world, who breaks the bow and shatters the spear and burns the shields with fire. Be still then, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold. It starts with that great promise. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. How are you experiencing that in these days? How are you finding refuge in God? How are you finding strength from God? And then we get to the end where we have the familiar language of be still and know that I am God. A reminder for us that we can stop and listen and be still and remember in whose hands we are held. Both of those scriptures are familiar to us, I think. That promise that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble, along with those words of be still and know. But I think sometimes we kind of forget that they are part of the same train of thought, that they are both part of Psalm 46 held together in that promise, that we can be still and know that we are held by God, who is our refuge and our strength. This psalm is the inspiration for a song that many churches use on Reformation Sunday, that we will be singing together on Sunday, that may sound a little familiar. That's right. A mighty fortress is our God. Now, when I first started learning the ukulele, there was a request from Ron Miller that I learn A Mighty Fortress and that I play it on my ukulele. I've been working on it, but there are a couple of chords in that song. I'm not sure that songs written in the 1500s were meant to be played by me in 2020 on my ukulele. And so I bring that song to your attention. I can do that first line, but then it gets tricky. So you can sing that in your heads today, or join us for worship on Sunday to sing it with us, and probably in many other congregations this week as well. But I did still want to sing today, and so there is another song that has been written a little bit more recently, I think, still based on Psalm 46 and that image of God being our refuge and strength, of God being the place where we are safe, where we can find refuge. So if you happened to join us for online Sunday school at the beginning of this month, you sang this song. It's still that same kind of familiar idea about God being our refuge, but set to a familiar childhood song. And so I'm going to sing it through a couple of times and invite you to join me as you catch on to the words. God is like a castle full of might. God keeps me safe and God holds me tight. When the devil bugs me, God will fight. God is near me day and night. So there you go. I'm a little Teapot music with some Reformation words for us. So we'll try that one more time. God is like a castle full of might. God keeps me safe and God holds me tight. When the devil bugs me, God will fight. God is near me day and night. Feel free to sing along. God is like a castle full of might. God keeps me safe and God holds me tight. When the devil bugs me, God will fight. God So perhaps as you now have the I'm a Little Teapot tune stuck in your head, these words about God's promise to be our refuge, full of might, keeping us safe and holding us tight, that God is with us day and night. Maybe those words will come back to you as this tune likely will be stuck in your head throughout the day. I hope that you all have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for joining me today for Feel Good Friday, and we'll see you online for worship this Sunday as we celebrate the Reformation. Have a great day, everybody.